If you've got hypothyroidism, you know just how frustrating it can be to be losing that excess weight that you carry. In today's video, I'm going to share my personal story of how I lost all the excess weight that I had with hypothyroidism, and what's more, how I was able to stay at the same 120 pound weight for the last decade without any calorie restriction. So you can do it too. Let's dive in. Hey, Julia Talbot here, certified holistic nutritionist at rossomhealthy.com, helping you create healthy hormonal balance, achieve that beautiful body completely naturally. And before we get going, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell notification so you never have to miss a single video from us. So let's dive into hypothyroidism weight loss and what is it that you must do and have in place in order to finally release that stubborn weight. And if you've got hypothyroidism, you probably know that's frustrating and you just keep on gaining weight just by looking at food. And what's interesting about hypothyroidism is that when you've got hypothyroidism, your metabolism slows down. So all the functions in the body and your body just becomes slower. And instead of burning calories easily and not putting excess weight, it all becomes too slow and this process becomes out of balance. So this is why you just start gaining weight. And of course, with those extra 30, 50, 70, 100 pounds of excess weight come serious health challenges, increased insulin sensitivity, for example, other hormonal imbalances, inflammation in the body, and then eventually it can progress to more serious diseases like cancer. So it is important to drop that excess weight, and it is important to do it in a sustainable way without starving yourself. So when I got diagnosed with hypothyroidism in my early 20s, I got put on medication straight away. I did not know what I know now, so I just took doctor's advice. And later on, I became aware. I became aware of the link between diet and my health and my consciousness and the way my body was operating. So I started changing a lot of things in my life. Now, because I had candida at the time and I had also other health challenges, I switched to an anti-candida diet, and really and truly the majority of blogs and videos that you can watch when it comes to balancing your hypothyroidism and also reducing excess weight and balancing gut-related issues will tell you that you need to restrict carbs, you need to go heavy on protein, heavy on fat, and this is what I did for 2 years with no success. And eventually I realized that I just could not carry on that way. I had to do something different. So because I totally starved myself of carbohydrates and I had a lot of fatigue and I was really struggling functioning on a day-to-day basis, I thought, okay, I'm just gonna dive into those carbs and start eating more carbs. And because of on top of all the fat that I was eating, I started eating all the carbs as well. I gained weight and it was really uncomfortable. No, I was not obese, but those excess 10 or so pounds felt heavy on me and I did not feel good. My body felt sluggish and I felt slow and more depressed. Yes, more depressed. So if you are noticing that you just keep on gaining more weight and you're not feeling as vibrant as you could and you're not feeling as confident and as empowered as you could in your body, then it's time to make changes. So what I did, eventually I switched, I totally changed my lifestyle plan and I changed a lot of things in my life actually. So from transition into plant foods, high carbohydrate lifestyle, through to changing my exercise routine and changing my lifestyle practices and working on other aspects of my health that were out of balance and restoring my deficiency. So I started doing a lot of work. That excess weight melted away naturally without huge amount of effort. And I was able to maintain it year in and year out. And even after I got pregnant and gave birth to our daughter, I was a little bit concerned about releasing that excess weight. I dropped the weight that I was carrying and eventually I got into my healthy weight. So if you are in a place in your life where you feel really frustrated about carrying that excess weight, and on top of it, you're getting more and more fatigued, more and more anxious and depressed, and your libido is low, and your confidence is low, and your hair is falling out, know that there are so many things that you can do in order to improve that. So the first step that I personally focused on and I recommend my clients focusing on is changing their diets and switching to a diet that is anti-inflammatory. And if you've got hypothyroidism, in the 90% of cases, it's also going to be Hashimoto's. And Hashimoto's is an autoimmune thyroid disease. So if you've got that as well, then it is vital, absolutely vital for you to switch to an anti-inflammatory lifestyle, which is obviously going to be plant foods and whole foods and low levels of fat in your diet. And on top of that, obviously changing things and looking at your calories, at your exercise. It's all important. Calories in and calories out, it is important. But when you're switching from a lifestyle that was really heavy on fat and protein to a lifestyle that is heavy on carbs and instead low in fat and protein, lower, still healthy levels of fat and protein, but just lower healthy levels, then you'll start consuming less calories naturally. And that calorie deficit that you'll create without actually thinking about it, just naturally, you're going to be eating plenty of food, you're going to be feeling amazing, you're going to be eating all the carbs that you care for, but that excess weight will start melting away. And here is a question that I want to ask you. What's the cost of not losing your weight and solving your hypothyroidism problems? And think about it. As you age and as you move into menopause and past menopause, your hormones, the hormones in your body are going to decline. So gaining more weight will become much easier. And unless you take care of yourself now, as you are aging, things can only get worse. So if you've got inflammation, thyroid, all the thyroid symptoms, if you've got other hormonal imbalances, weight, if you carry in that excess weight, unfortunately, it's not going to get better by itself. And unfortunately, those symptoms will continue intensifying, and that inflammatory pain and other things, it just can continue intensifying. So the best thing that you can do for yourself now is to take charge of your health and to address the issues that you are dealing with right now. And yes, weight is very important. It's very important for you to release excess weight, not just for you to look good and to feel confident in those genes, which is also great, but also for you to be able to prevent health issues in the future and other hormonal imbalances and estrogen dominance and other health challenges, including cancer. And yes, being overweight, and there is science to prove it, can lead to cancer in the future. So it's very important to address it, to take charge of your health and to step into that empowered version of you where you have the plan, where you have the support to take action, and where you have all the tools and resources to make this lasting change possible. So if you are at that place in your life where you realize that that's it, I have to commit to myself, I have to take action from now onwards, then I would love to invite you to my free online masterclass where I'm going to explain the 5 steps my clients take to be able to lose excess weight, 30, 50 pounds of more of excess weight, and also balance their hormones completely naturally. So the link for that is rossumhealthy.com/webinar. Make sure you grab your spot and register for this event. It has changed the lives of thousands of people already. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on my masterclass.